Ciao a tutti, benvenuti, welcome back, buonasera. I don't know how to say that in German. Guten Morgen. I don't know, how do you say good evening? Anyway, I'm back. It's same day. I made a video earlier today. Went to Mercato Centrale. So I'm going to go back, get some pasta. Yeah, I don't think I've had any. Have I had pasta since I've been here? I don't know. But anyway, fresh pasta, so I'm excited. I read about Mercato Centrale. I asked Claude if he could find any reviews for the pasta place, Pasta Fresca, and there were none, but it eventually found an article about Mercato Centrale. So it just opened in October 2026. I was like October 16th. So October, it's about 8 months old. It's all very new. I don't even think the apartments are finished. There's housing above. I don't think that they're even finished yet. So it's all very new. It's part of a redevelopment plan. Very nice. And they're all artisanal shops. So this pasta place is like some famous artisanal pasta maker. All right, so I'm going to go check that out, get a little plate of pasta. I don't know what I'm going to get. I'm kind of like wanting Cacio e Pepe or something like that, but we'll see. You're not supposed to order these things out of their place, so you're not supposed to get Cacio e Pepe outside of Rome. But I'm about breaking rules. And then after that, I'm going to take you to Portogallo, the little gelato place that I found last night. That was really good, like super, super creamy. I think it was the best gelato I've ever had. I just wasn't crazy about the flavor. I got one called Portogallo, which was like rum. It was kind of like that Sabaglione, or it was kind of rum and eggy, but just really creamy. The second one that I got was like an orange something. It was really yummy. So I'll walk up through the old town, show you a little bit of Bolzano in the evening. It's my last night here. It's really pretty. And I'm going to go to the Mercato Centrale a different way today, through the park around the other side. So I'll show you a different way to get there. For all of you people who are coming to Bolzano, I know I have one viewer. So my one viewer, if you ever decide to come to Bolzano, it's really close to the station too. You just take the train here from Rome for dinner. All right, let's go. All right, I'm coming up the back of the hotel. There's a little shopping arcade. That's Walter Park back there. I just wanted to see where this leads. Okay, that's where I got gelato the other day. Pizza and kebab. And then this way, take us to the park. Oh, it's just going to take us back to Piazza Walter. All right. So that was basically a useless detour. This is the front entrance of the hotel right here. It didn't take me where I thought it was going to take me, but now I know. So it's the Hotel Greif. evening. That's the Walter. That's Walter over there in the center. I don't know who Walter is, but he's famous. So that's the main drag over there where that bus is coming from. I'm going to go this other way through the park around the back. Just tons of restaurants and bars here around the square to sit and smoke and eat and drink. There's ramen over here. Not something that I would get in Italy, although I did go to a Japanese place in Bari. That was really good and had ramen. Really pretty old buildings here. Walking straight is to the station. This is Walter Park here. And then the shopping center is just right over there on the right. It's a little bit of a more pleasant walk than walking down that main street with all the people waiting for buses and all that. And I wasn't sure, Google Maps wanted me to, I don't know, Google Maps had me going around and doing this weird thing. So the food court is on the second floor. You can enter either way. There's a sign right over there for Mercato Centrale. I just love these people on their bikes, You got businessmen and women just kind of riding around in little suits. Just so healthy. All right, so here's a sign for Mercato Centrale. And there is one escalator that goes all the way up, which I think is that one. There it is. I don't know if I'm going to film at the pasta place. I stopped by earlier, I looked, and they were like, I said I'm going to come back later. She was like, okay. Not very friendly. Hopefully there's somebody nice here now. But anyway, I'm going to look and see if they can recommend something. It's pretty empty. And I wonder, let me just show you the outdoor seating area first. So there's the pasta place right there. And then there's this outdoor seating area. And I wonder if I can get my pasta, bring it over here. This guy's walking around taking orders. I saw him earlier. Anyway, look at this view. Amazing. Such a clear view of the Dolomites. There's a station right there. Unfortunately, there are smokers up there. So I'm not going to sit out there. Let's go look at the pasta. I asked him if it was good. So I'm getting Tonarelli, Cacio, Pepe. I asked him if it was good, and he was just kind of like, I kind of want some wine. What's good with cacio e pepe? Like maybe a nice white. I think there's a wine place back here. Yeah, here's wine back here. No, there's nobody here. All right, scratch that idea. Whether this beer place has wine. If it's just beer. It's very perfumey up here. Do they have wine? Bastianic. I wonder if that's Lydia. All right, I think that's my pasta being tossed over there. Beautiful. Really nice. So I got this white wine. I don't know what it is. I said, is it Lydia? He said, who's Lydia? I said, Lydia Bastianic. He said, no, not Lydia. I said, she's a chef. She's on PBS. You don't know her? All right. So really good. I can't wait to dig into this. Sorry, Italy. I'm eating cacio e pepe in Bolzano. È buono. It's fresh pasta. I don't know that you're supposed to use fresh pasta with cacio e pepe, but I'm not complaining. Because it's really good pasta, really nice and al dente. Creamy. Here's Parmigiano. Pecorino. And he kept adding, it's like so easy, but it's so hard. He kept adding pasta water and then more cheese until he got the right consistency. Look at that. The guy at the, actually it was the smash burger place where I got the wine. He let me taste. There were two whites. I don't know what the difference was. And actually I couldn't really taste the difference, but I said, oh, I like this one better. So he filled the glass. And then he said, are you driving? I said, no, I'm walking. So he said, okay. He gave me the rest of the bottle. So I got an extra serving of wine here. I'm walking. So I just asked Claude what Tonarelli is. And he said it's macaroni alla chitarra. And he said it's usually prepared with cacio e pepe or a matacana. I didn't notice if they had a matacana on the menu, but it's really good. And the nice thing about this operation here, you get to see him make it. But some places, I think they cheat. I think it might even come out of a jar. It's very simple. It's just cheese, pasta water, and pepper. But Getting this creamy consistency is a science. Because if the water's too hot, it's going to clump. If you don't use enough water, it's going to be dry. If you use too much water, it's going to be watery. Look at that. It's gotten a little bit cold now, but you can see how creamy that is. Really good job. I told Claude I wanted to tell the grumpy chef it was delicious, so he told me to say era squisita. Squisita. It's not really a word that I use. Exquisite. So, oops. So I walked over and he said something to me. Like maybe he asked, was it good? I said, buonissima, grazie. I got a half smile. It really was good. So it's very chill up there. Now I'm going to walk through Piazza Walter and I'll show you the other side. Oh, that's the station right there. I'll show you the other side of the world here, what everybody else is doing. I feel kind of bad because he was just kind of standing around, but there were two tall, Germanic looking guys that came and ordered pasta, so I guess they do get busy. So 13 euros for that pasta, and then 8 euros for the wine. So 21 euros for that meal. I mean, it's not cheap, but probably pay more at these other places, plus the coperto and all that. I'm back in the park. All right, so let's go this way. A little warm out. All right, so I'm here in Piazza Walter. I had a little consultation with my legal team about the Airbnb issue. So it's 9 a.m. in San Francisco now, so I heard right away from Airbnb support. Yesterday they asked me for the receipt for my hotel, making me think that they were going to reimburse me. They needed it within 24 hours. So now they're saying, sorry, we're just giving you a partial reimbursement plus laundry, and that's it. Case closed. What do you want me to do? So what do you want me to do? There's the key there that the issue is not closed. So I asked Gemini, and Gemini's getting it all screwed up. So I just went ahead and wrote my own message. I said I'm maintaining that I am entitled to a full refund plus hotel costs because I was severely injured. And there was a review from December 2025, which mentioned the bedbug issue. That review is no longer visible. What happened to that? So I said, please escalate this to the next level. Okay, Karen. Me and Gemini make a dangerous team. Even though Gemini is not getting it all right, it's very helpful. And I referenced the air cover policy, which is Airbnb's kind of insurance. All right, so anyway, here is Piazza Walter. We got lots of people sitting outside, enjoying the fresh air. So I'm gonna go up this way to Via dei Portici. I thought it was right this way. I thought there was a straight line through. It's very pleasant right now. I swear to God, people I'm like a magnet. Like they just come right towards me. Did you see what she just did? All right, let's go this way. Oh yeah, okay, this is where I came yesterday. Here's that little gelato truck. And then I believe the pharmacy is just right up here too. Farmacia della Madonna. I meant to ask what this decoration on these buildings is called. So pretty, and there's so many outdoor spots here. Everyone's having their aperitivo right now. This is Farmacia Madonna. But they were so attentive that I'm afraid if I walk in, she's going to want to help me right away. And I can't really peek in through the window. Let's try it over here. Yeah, you can't see through the window, but it's really pretty. It's kind of Bolzano. Go there if you need any pharmaceuticals. This is Via dei Portici, the street of the porticos. Seems to be a very common thing here in South Tyrol. It's a lot less crowded than during the day, so it's a good time to walk around. So I don't know how old these are, but the ones that I went to the other day in Bressanone, I think, were 13th century. So I'm going to say probably about the same time. It's kind of Gothic style where we start getting these pointed arches. That's how they were able to make cathedrals taller once they figured out how to do that pointed arch. So Gothic is around 13th, 14th century, I think. I don't know, I slept through art history, but around that time. The Renaissance is around the 1500s. All right, and this is Piazza delle Erbe or something like that. Market is out here every day. And then we keep walking. I bet my dinner was better than whatever they're having and cheaper. So I had two gelatos yesterday. I had one in the afternoon and then I had one in the evening because I had really bad pizza. So after I got my gelato here, I told her, "È il mio secondo." And then I said, she laughed. She said, "Okay, it's a secret." It's a little busy out here tonight. These gelato places don't stay open late, so 8 o'clock. It's crazy. We got bikes, we got scooters, we got the couples holding hands. It's a little warm. Bakery, here it is. I don't know if this is a line. Yesterday I got that crema Bontalenti and crema Alberto Portogallo, and I see they both had whiskey in them. Today I'm thinking of mora, it's like blackberry, and maybe white chocolate. All right, here it is, mora, which is blackberry, and white chocolate. It's beautiful, isn't it? I just need to find a place to eat it. I guess I'll just have to eat and walk. So sorry, viewer, I can't film. I'll let you know how it was. Take another look. I'm gonna stop here. It's so rich and it's so creamy. It's really delicious. All right, so we've been at this intersection before. I really like this building. I think it's kind of etched. It's not actually painted, so I'm gonna find out what that's called. And then there's Vogel, where I ate the other day. There's a hot dog stand I was considering yesterday when I was looking for pizza. That's it. Last day in Bolzano. So I heard back from Airbnb support. Pretty funny. She's like, please rest assured that I am properly trained to handle these kinds of situations, but I'm not authorized to give you a full refund. And unfortunately, we have to charge you for the nights that you stayed there. So they're reimbursing me for the nights that I didn't stay. Actually, they're reimbursing me 50% for the night that I stayed. So then she said, do you still want to escalate it? So I asked Gemini. Obviously, the answer is yes, right? And Gemini said, yeah, this is classic stalling. Reminds me of when I used to work at the newspaper. And people would ask to speak to the supervisor immediately, and we'd always have to try to dissuade them because the supervisors would get really pissed off if we just transferred everybody. But supervisors had more power to do things than regular people on the line. So, yeah, she's not authorized to give me a full refund, but next level is. So we're still gonna fight it. Stay tuned. All right, I'm gonna end it here. It's really pretty, and it's just always these little pretty piazzas that kind of open up. I mean, it's not big, but it's just this nice kind of open space here. I don't know what this building was, and I don't know what they're doing, what they did here. There was something here earlier today. All right, so that's it. That was Bozen, Bolzano, in Tirol, Alto Adige. Definitely put it on your itinerary. Come up here. It's very interesting. The little villages were great to visit. Just so much to do. It's like going to Austria without leaving Italy. And it's Italy too. Had a really good Cacio with Pepe. Great gelato. So it's like the best of all worlds. Okay, that's it. Ciao for now. Wiedersehen. Bye.